As I always say, everything is funny in life except for other people's suffering. Even evil itself would be hilarious if it weren't for the fact it caused other people to suffer. For instance, a group of Islamic knuckleheads with stupid beards who can't even look at the female half of God's creation without becoming disgusted with themselves and their own natural yearnings would be the height of hilarious absurdity if they would simply solve the problem in the most rational way, by decreeing that they themselves aren't allowed to go outside without wearing a blindfold, instead of annoying innocent women by forcing them to hide their beauty under black sacks. What sense does that make? Women whose lives are oppressed and constrained by a culture-wide sexual neurosis are not funny. Stupid bearded guys wearing blindfolds and bumping into poles and tripping over curbstones, that's funny. After all, if your eye offends you, pluck it out. Or let me pluck it out. That would also be funny. Likewise, some dithering son of a nefarious Islamic dirtbag who feels his understanding of sin and apostasy confers on him the right to destroy the image of God and humanity could create a situation with amazing comic possibilities if he would simply do the sensible thing and blow himself to kingdom come in the privacy of his own moral cesspool without bothering the rest of us. Nothing ruins a laugh more than blowing up other people just because you happen to be an Islamist knucklehead. On the other hand, an Islamist knucklehead blowing himself to pieces in some out-of-the-way place would have a twofold benefit. One, it would provide us with a top-notch chuckle fest, and two, it would blow up an Islamist knucklehead, which has to be a good thing in and of itself. If it weren't for the suffering it caused, evil would be funny in the same way slapstick is funny, because it shows us the noble creature God made slipping on the banana peel of what he was never meant to be. If it weren't for the suffering, evil would be funny because in our moments of loving forgiveness, we know exactly how wondrously we are made, while in our moments of brutality and stupidity and ugliness and Islamism, but I repeat myself, we see the ridiculous worst of what we sometimes become. Evil would be good comic stuff, except for the suffering. All the same, there is evil somewhere every day and suffering somewhere every day, and yet every day we are tasked with the responsibility to rejoice. We rejoice because we know who we are meant to be, and we know that we will someday become that again. And we know that, in the end, we will have the last laugh. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.